Hello, hello, hello. Okay, all right. God bless you. We're going to give you about a minute to come on. Okay, when you come on, just put in what city, state, country you're from. Hello, Izzy. Hello, Edward. Giles, June. God bless you. Hello, hello, phenomenal woman. Dwayne, my God. That fiend, praise the Lord. Hello, everyone. Okay, going to give you about 45 more seconds. Listen, today I have a very important topic. One of the most important topics I've ever taught. You do not want to miss this today. Okay, I ask that you share, share, share. Listen, contact your family, contact your friends, share this on your TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I'm telling you, this subject today is going to get to the root of the problem. And we're going to show you how to get your health back. Okay, 30 more seconds, then we're going to get started. Hello, Victoria. God bless you. Anthony, Jennifer. Okay, all right. Let me go ahead on and put the website up here on TikTok. Okay, all right. Let me see if I can pin this. Okay, okay. We just pinned it at TikTok. Okay. All right, folks. Listen, let's get started. As you know, I always say, ultimately, come on, later day, later time. They'll be able to see what we're talking about because, listen, you want to get this from the very beginning. Okay, because it's going to bless your life today. Hello, everyone. I'm your teacher and spiritual doctor of health and healing, Dexter L. Jones. Let's go ahead on with our disclaimer, and that is that the information or the statements you will hear today have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. In the statements of products we talk about, we're not here to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease. This is for educational purposes only, not meant to take the place of your qualified medical practitioner. We're here to educate you, to inform you, to inspire you, to enlighten you, and to give you the knowledge that you need for health, wellness, and healing. Okay, the word of God says in Hosea 4 and 6, God said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, or either because you have rejected knowledge. In other words, God is saying your health has been destroyed because you don't know what you need to know, or either because you know it, but you are not applying it. Okay, those are the two reasons that God said people will be destroyed. But I got good news for you today, as always. That is that God does not want you to be destroyed. He wants you in good health. He said, beloved, 3 John 2, I wish above all things that you would prosper and be in health, even as your soul prosper. So it's the will of God that you be in great health. I'm talking divine health. I'm talking kingdom health. I'm talking you wake up in the morning and you're feeling good, no aches, no pains, no high blood pressure, no diabetes, no high cholesterol. I mean, none of that is going on. Your body is in a complete uh, status of homeostasis. It's a complete balance. Okay, we're going to show you how to get there. Okay, hello, Harrison. Hello, Tamika. God bless you. Okay, Richard. All right. Okay, I have some notes with me also that I'm going to share with you today. I want to make sure I cover everything of major importance. Some of these notes are going to are coming as a result of new books I have coming out in the future. So I'm going to share some of these notes with you uh, to help us to get to the core of the problem. Okay, let's begin like this here. As I always state, there's only one disease. Okay, only one, folks. Okay, there's not 30, there's not 300 different diseases. There's only one disease. Okay, and all the other diseases springs from this one disease. That's why I often say if you solve this one disease, you solve them all. But the thing is, people are not teaching this. They're teaching everything other than this. They're teaching around this, but they're not getting to the root of the problem. Okay, they're not getting to the core of it. Until you get to the root of the problem, you're not solving the problem. Okay, and malnutrition is the one disease that's plaguing or promoting all the other things that's happening in your body. All these things are just names like high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, asthma, inflammation. All of these are just names that, excuse me, that the scientific, the medical status or system have given what's really going on in your body. And what's really going on in your body is malnutrition. Now let's break it down. I mean, today we're going to break this thing down. We're going to get into the depths of this thing today. Okay? And your body consists of over 100 trillion cells. Folks, that's amazing within itself. And that's why the Bible says in Psalms 139 and 14, it says, we are wonderfully and fearfully made. In other words, we are an amazing species of people. We are the God's most amazing creation. Okay, nothing tops mankind. Okay, God made the animals, the plants, the trees, the skies. I mean, you know, the solar system, all these things God made. But man is God's crowning creation. And that's why it says we are fearfully and wonderfully made. This body, as you often heard me say, not only does it have 100 trillion cells, but it has 60,000 miles of blood vessels, 7 trillion nerves. Folks, all of this is inside your body. Okay? It is an amazing system. So, saying that it consists of 100 trillion cells, and cells are the basic building blocks of all living things. Folks, cells is the number one issue that you got to deal with. And the thing about it is that there are over 200 different cell types in the human body. Over 200 different cell types. Okay? And each type of cell is specialized to carry out a particular function. Did you hear what I said? Each cell type is specialized to carry out a particular function. And listen to this here. And the health of your cells determines the health of your body. Come on, somebody. Oh, I didn't even give you the title. I'm just so excited. The title is The One Reason for Sickness. That's the title today. The one reason for sickness. Now, let me make this statement again. The health of your cells determines the health of your body. So, if you got any sickness, any diseases going on in your body, it's because your cells are unhealthy. Okay? Just for example, and I say this to the glory of God, my cells are very healthy. Nothing is going on in my body. Great people. I'm 60 years old. I take no medication. I don't take anything even over the counter. I don't take an aspirin, a Tylenol, and a lead, folks. I take absolutely nothing. Okay? But my cells are healthy. And I'm going to tell you today how to get those cells healthy. And see, what you have to understand is that a healthy body isn't healthy by accident or happenstance. Okay, listen, I want to go even further. I want to say this here. I want to go a little further. Just because I'm a Christian, that does not mean that my body will be healthy. Come on, somebody. No, it doesn't. I know many Christians that are sick right now. As I often say, I can walk into any church and 70% of the people or more are sick. They're on pharmaceutical drugs. They're on some type of medicine. They got issues going on in their body. So just being a Christian does not exclude you from sickness and disease. Okay, I guess we all can agree with that. And also, my body does not stay healthy by accident. Okay, the cells in your body work in harmony to carry out all the basic functions necessary for humans to survive. Folks, I'm telling you, this is a cellular problem. Okay, unless your cells are disrupted by an outside force, as long as they're healthy, you are going to be healthy. And cellular health is get to the root of the problem. Cellular health matters because it does a number of things that's essential for good health. Listen, cells are the basic units of life. It determines how well it produces body tissues. It directly affects how your body functions. Okay? And listen, your cells must have two things in particular. It must have oxygen and it must have nutrients, folks. It's got to have those two things. Oh, we're gonna break this down today. So healthy cells equals a healthy body. Okay? And as I often say, all diseases are lifestyle related. So what that means is all diseases can be reversed because the lifestyle you're living has created the sickness or disease. So if you will reverse that lifestyle and give your body what your body needs, then you will reverse the sickness and disease, folks. I'm trying to tell you, it's really as simple as that. It's as simple as that. As I often say, mankind makes things difficult, but God has already made everything very simple. That's why he said, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. It, what God does is very simple. Okay. But when this get in the way, when man's head get in the way, then he tries to figure out uh, the best way when God has already told us the best way. Okay. So I want to say that. Now let's get to the root of this thing. Every vital nutrient must be available within the body for support of the cells all of the time. Okay. Now I heard a individual state this in one of his books, and he said every vital nutrient must be available within the body for the support of the cell all of the time. Okay. And what this does, it underscores the critical importance of consistent and adequate nutrition to maintain cellular function. Oh, folks, we're talking about the cells today. Okay, the one reason for sickness. So malnutrition, which is defined as an imbalance of nutrients that the body must have the function. Okay, so malnutrition occurs when the body does not receive enough essential nutrients or energy, and this disrupts the balance. Okay, and sad to say, probably 7% or more of society is dealing with malnutrition. Okay, any questions? I will answer those questions a little later. Hello, Lorraine. Hello, Diane Walker. Okay, right now I'm flowing with the teaching here. So cells, the cells in your body rely on a continuous supply of vitamins, minerals, protein, fat, and carbohydrates to perform basic processes such as energy production, growth, and repair. Now, you notice I did not say anything about pharmaceutical drugs. I did not say anything about medicine. I did not say the cells rely on a continuous supply of medicine. Okay, now let me make this statement. Okay, And that is that, of course, you know, we never tell anybody to stop taking the medicine. Okay. We don't teach that here. Okay. But we teach you what to do. And we tell you, if you do what we tell you to do consistently and faithfully, then one or two things are going to happen. That doctor's either going to reduce your dosage or he can take you off your medicine. But let him do that. Okay. So let's continue. So when any of these nutrients are lacking, cellular functions become compromised, leading to a weakened immune system, impaired development, and increased vulnerability to sickness and diseases. Come on, somebody. Oh, this is good. This is good. Okay. So this emphasizes the necessity of a well-rounded, nutritious diet to support overall health and prevent the adverse effects of malnutrition. So in other words, your body, you got to make sure that this body is receiving everything it needs on a daily basis. Okay. And I just want to introduce this right quick. And one of the main ways to make that happen, well, of course, we have to make sure we're eating the right foods. Okay. That's essential to good health. You can't get around that. Okay. As Hippocrates said, let your food be your medicine and your medicine be your food. Okay. And, you know, I often like to say that Hippocrates, they call him the father of modern medicine. And when doctors have to take the Hippocrates oath, but they don't do like Hippocrates did. Hippocrates believed in two things. He believed in eating the right foods, and he believed in herbs. That's how he got his patients well, folks. That's how he got his patients well. Okay, so so the body has to have 90 plus nutrients on a daily basis. It must have 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and 3 fatty acids on a daily basis. And here's the reality. Not one can be missing. If you're missing one, just one, whether that one is copper, gold, potassium, magnesium, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin K, whether it doesn't matter if it's missing just one, that's an open door to malnutrition and an open door to sickness and disease. So you have to close every door. Okay, in my body, by the grace of God, every door is closed. Okay, now God has given mankind a tree, and this tree is actually God's number one tree on the face of the earth. Okay, it's the number one. Now, I didn't say it's number two, and number three, and number four. It's number one. And that tree, folks, is called Moringa oleifera. It is the most nutrient-rich and nutrient-dense plant on the planet. Listen, nothing compares with it. Nothing is in the class of it. Okay, it's the most nutrient-rich and nutrient-dense plant on the planet. Okay, now there's a lot of gurus out there, as I often say, because the Bible says that everything God made was good. Okay, but this moringa is not just good, it's great. Okay, and as you know, we have the moringa in both the powder and the capsule form. Okay, and this plant right here supplies your body with all those 90 plus nutrients that it needs on a daily basis in abundance. Okay, I just want to show you that. Just in case anybody may have a question, say, well, okay, how do we get it? Okay. Okay, so that's one of the ways how to get the nutrients that your body needs on a daily basis. Okay, now let's go on. Any and all vital nutrients that the cell may require. Now you got to get this at any given time to perform any and all physiological functions must be present and available within the body at the moment of cellular demand. Come on, somebody. Let me break that down. What that means is your body must have all 90 plus nutrients in abundance at all times when the cells, when those 200 different um, uh, types of cells, groups of cells, with those 200 different ones, calls for a particular nutrient. It must be there in abundance to fulfill it. Oh, let's move on. Listen to this. When the cell cries out for that one specific nutrient to perform its function and avoid deterioration, that nutrient must be present. Oh, come on, somebody. I hope you're getting this. I hope you're getting this. Okay, this is something. So when we look at this in the context of malnutrition, the statement emphasizes the critical need for the body to have an adequate and continuous supply of essential nutrients to sustain cellular and physiological functions at all times. What this is saying is that each cell in the body has specific nutrient requirements at different moments to carry out processes such as energy production, tissue repair, and immune defense. Folks, I'm telling you, your body can be in a state of homeostasis to the point that sickness and disease just falls off your body. Listen, your bloodstream can be so pure that when viruses hits it, they dies right out. It can be so alkaline, folks. See, most people's body is more acidic than it is alkaline. So if a nutrient is not available at the time of cellular demand, the cell cannot perform its function efficiently and leading to an impaired body process. In other words, the door has been opened now for sickness and disease to invade. Folks, that's a mouthful. That's a mouthful right there. It really is. So let's break it down a little further. When the cell cries out, okay, let's look at it like this here. Of course, I'm drinking my tea. Holy Spirit just brought this to me. When a baby cries out, you know that there's something there, there's something that it wants. And we know it's milk. And when you give that milk to the baby, the cry stops. The baby calms down. Because at that point, what the baby was desiring and craving for and wanted, the demand has been met. Okay, so when the cells, when these 100 trillion cells, when these 200 different cell types cries out for a particular nutrient and it's absent, for example, when it cries out for iron for oxygen transport, or vitamin C for collagen synthesis, or the essential amino acid for protein construction, if it's not there, the consequences can be severe. And see, this lack of nutrients leads to deterioration or damage of cellular structures and overall health decline. Most people's health is declining simply because the body does not have the nutrients it needs at the time of demand. Come on, somebody. I'm trying to tell you. Oh, wow. Hello, Karen. This is good. This is good. So when we have chronic malnutrition, it results in a nutritional gap And it manifests in symptoms like stunted growth, a weakened immunity, organ dysfunction, and even life-threatening conditions, simply because there is a nutrient gap going on in your body. So therefore, it is essential that all nutrients are available and working at an optimum at all times for cellular function and overall well-being. Okay? So look at this here. Your cells needs nutrients to work. Every cell in the human body needs certain nutrients to do its job. Okay? It's got to have to do it. It's just like when you go to work, no matter what your work may be, you have certain things you must have when you're doing your job. Let's say, for example, if a secretary goes to work today and the computer's missing, she can't do her job. Let's say if a mechanic goes to work on somebody's car, he doesn't have his tools. How's he gonna do his job? He can't do his job. Okay, so every cell in your body, listen, God in his wisdom have done this, needs certain nutrients to do its job. For example, a muscle cell needs protein to repair itself. Come on, somebody. A muscle cell needs protein to repair itself. If the protein is not there, then it cannot make the repairs. A nerve cell needs certain vitamins to send signals. If the vitamins are not there, then the signal demand cannot be met. Nutrients must be available right when needed. Listen, if a mechanic is working on a car, he needs those tools right there when he needs them. He don't have time to say, listen, I got to stop right now. I got to run down to AutoZone and buy some more tools. Oh, no, that's going to delay his work. He don't have time for that. His tools should be there when he's starting the job. Okay? So nutrients aren't just important. Sometimes they have to be available exactly when the cell needs them. Think of it like this here. A car needs gas to run. Everything can be working fine. The oil can be changed. The spark plugs is good. The battery is good. But if that gas is not in there, folks, it ain't going nowhere. Okay, that might not be proper English, but it ain't going nowhere. Okay? If the gas isn't there when needed, the car stops working. The same way in the body. If a nutrient is missing, when a cell needs it or calls for it or cries out for it, the cell can't do its job properly. And what happens is malnutrition causes gaps. Okay, when someone is malnourished, their body doesn't get enough of the right nutrients. And this means that, as I said, when a cell cries out or needs a nutrient to perform a function, the nutrient might not be there. It's got to be there. Okay? And what happens when the nutrients aren't available, if a cell can't get it when it needs it, it starts to break down or function poorly. It can't function at an optimum. God designed your body to function at an optimum all the time. Okay? So over time, if this happens, you're continually deficient. You're going to experience a cellular breakdown throughout the body. And this leads to many health problems. Listen, I'm sure that many of you have experienced a cellular breakdown with your phone. You may be traveling you hit what is called a dead spot. A dead spot means that you have no cell contact. There's no contact. There's a breakage. Okay, and therefore your call drops. The person you're talking with becomes muddled, and you may even lose the signal altogether. You see that? You've had a cellular breakdown. In the same way with the body, there's a cellular breakdown. For example, even something as simple as a lack of vitamin D can weaken the bones, and not enough iron can cause fatigue and anemia. You see that? That's it. So to stay healthy, the body needs a steady supply of all the right nutrients all the time. And even if one essential nutrient is missing for too long, the body's cells starts to suffer, which can lead to serious health issues. And folks, that's why today many people are sick because the cells must have these nutrients on a daily basis. Oh, I'm telling you, this is just amazing. Hello, Charlene. God bless you. Let me just take a quick break right here. See if people have questions. Regina said you've had bad joint pain all over. You tried to. Regina, your body's deficient. It's deficient. Definitely vitamin D. Okay, and calcium, magnesium, vitamin B12. Your body's just deficient. I'm telling you. Listen, we had a case where a lady was bedridden for 8 years, couldn't even move her legs, in pain all the time. I mean, she just had no hope. Other than her hope, of course, was in Christ. But as for the physically, 8 years she was bedridden. She began to use the product, okay, the Miracle Pack, which consists of the olive oil, the moringa powder or capsules, and the vitamin D3. This is what we call the Miracle Pack. Folks, I'm telling you, the day the lady is moving her legs and everything, I mean, her whole life has changed. Whole life has changed. And also, she uses the pain relief oil and the salve. And listen, this is topical. This stops pain, soreness, aches 95 out of 100 times within the first 5 minutes. Okay, I'm telling you, this stuff here is amazing. What it does, it removes that inflammation, increase the circulation, and relax the muscles. Okay, we tell you, you use this twice a day for the first week, folks. I'm telling you, you're gonna be amazed. But you can see relief within 5 minutes after putting it on. Okay, so who is that we were talking about? Was that Regina? Regina, get that Miracle Pack. Get the pain relief oil. I'm telling you, this is gonna put the nutrients in the body that the body needs. The Miracle Pack. And this is going to give you instant relief while this is getting in your body. Jeffrey, yes, you can take the Mighty Man every day. Now, if you're taking the Mighty Man, you don't need to take the other moringa, okay, unless you're going to, you know, alternate days, okay? Mike, the Miracle Pack, let me send you the website. Okay. And for this, especially on TikTok, you can go right to my bio page on my profile. You'll see the website right there. Okay. Okay, page. I want the information. Lisa, did we send you information already? If not, just call it in and give the operator, excuse me, your email, and we'll send you out the descriptive package. Okay, yeah, Regina, okay. Elizabeth, I've seen that before. Okay, I had a man that had one right back here. Okay, and I'm telling you, he was a truck driver. The thing began to disappear. Okay, see, remember, there's only one thing that's going on, and that's malnutrition. Okay, the cells is deficient in what it needs to get your body working in optimum health. Okay, Kate, God bless you, Kate. How you doing? Folks, let me tell you something. This lady, Kate, she is by far one of the greatest teachers and individuals that knows about Moringa. I'm telling you, she is amazing. And Kate and I, we're going to get together and we're going to come up here. We're going to share some things with you about Moringa. She's just amazing. Kate said Moringa has an incredible toolbox pharmacy to prevent, heal, mitigate, and 300 health conditions. Did you hear that, folks? 300 health conditions. And the reason is because it gets to the root of the problem, which is malnutrition. The body is crying out for things, and those things must be there when it cries out for it. Okay, let me go a little further. Okay, and then we're gonna okay, listen. Cells are the building blocks of the body. Now think of your body as a large structure made of like tiny bricks, for example, where each brick is a cell. And these cells keeps the structure strong and functional. To stay healthy and operate well, each cell needs the right materials, which come in the form of nutrients. Okay? So nutrients are like the tools, the vitamins, the minerals, the protein, the fat, the carbohydrates. These are the tools needed by the cells to do their work. Protein are used to build and repair tissues. And folks, Moringa is full of protein. Okay? Carbohydrates provide energy for the cells to function. Vitamins and minerals help regulate processes like keeping the immune system working or helping with bone growth. Folks, all of this stuff is in Moringa. That's what we're trying to tell you. This is God's #1 tree. So it's the most amazing tree on the planet. Okay? You know, I've often said that in the book of Exodus, the 15th chapter, okay? It's an amazing story, and many of you have heard of that story, and I've used it before. Moses had been used by God to bring the children of Israel out of Egypt. And they got to a certain place called Marah, which means bitter. And the Bible says in Exodus 15th chapter, in the 24th verse, it says, and the people murmured against Moses, saying, what shall we drink? They said, listen, you brought us out here. There's no water. This water you bring us to here is bitter. We can't drink this water. Now listen what God told Moses. And Moses cried unto the Lord, and the Lord showed him a tree. Do you hear that? The Lord showed him a tree. And it says, which when he cast into the waters were made sweet. Folks, listen. There's over 75,000 species of tree that man has discovered so far. There's only one tree on the planet that both purifies and turns bitter water sweet. And folks, it's the Moringa oleifera tree. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I say, listen, no other tree can compare with this tree. There's only one tree on the face of the earth that purifies water and turns bitter water sweet. Folks, it's the Moringa tree. That's why it's called the miracle tree. That's why it's called the tree of life. Folks, you don't give these names to any tree. The Moringa tree is the one tree that has this. And that's why I also tell people, if you Google and ask Google the question, what is the most nutritious plant on the planet? Folks, sea moss is not going to come up. turmeric, ashwagandha, cayenne pepper, noni juice, um, all black seed oil, sour sauce. These are not going to come up. All of those are good. God made them. But the one thing that's going to come up is Moringa oleifera, folks, because that's God's number one tree. I just get excited. I get excited. Okay, so to prevent these problems, okay, so you need a balanced diet that provides all essential nutrients. And today, food today is not like food 50 years ago. So much food today is deprived of so many nutrients. Okay, of course, you know all the things they're doing with food today. So you're not going to get the abundance of nutrients that the body needs through food alone. That's why you have to supplement with something like moringa. Okay. Now, in the way of food, this means eating a variety of foods like fruits, vegetables, a whole grain, protein sources like certain meats, fish, beans, healthy fats. Now, what this does, this ensures that every cell has what it needs when it needs it. So, if you would change your eating habits and begin to take the moringa also, you're going to see quicker process. Okay, a quicker process. Because your body must have certain things. Okay. I want you to look at this also. The body, touch your body. The body doesn't have a pause button on it. You may say, what do you mean, Brother Dexter? It's always active. The cells, those 100 trillion cells, are constantly working around the clock, 24/7. So the right nutrient must always be present in the right amounts all the time. And when malnutrition is happening, this disrupts that delicate balance and leading to a widespread problem of at a cellular level, we can affect every organ and system in the body. So, folks, this is very simple. And you notice I never said anything about pharmaceutical drugs or medicine because God never designed the body for those things. Okay? I often say those things could help with emergencies. Okay, like you're in a surgery or you're just getting out of a surgery. Listen, if I'm in surgery and they got to cut something and they got to give me a medicine, to help sustain it at that moment. Listen, I don't want moringa at that point. Okay, I want something that's going to help them to stabilize that thing. Okay, and listen, excuse me, we've seen people, and some of you watching me right now, that's been on medicine for 10 and 20 years. Okay, and the thing about it, as God told me one day in prayer, all it's doing is maintaining your sickness and disease. It's not getting you back to health and wellness. Listen, Kate said something, okay, that I use often. Kate said at one point, she had like 20 different things going on in her body. And she said, listen, tell the people to stay on moringa. Okay. She said it took about a year to get all these things dissolved, folks. But within 1 year, folks, all of them was gone. All of them was gone. Okay. So I'm trying to tell you, folks, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Sherry, what I think about soursop? Soursop is good, but it's not moringa. Okay, it's good. Like I said, everything God made was good. But here's the thing. You've heard me say it before. There's something called micronutrient overnutrition. And people don't teach this, but most people are engaged in it. And micronutrient overnutrition means you're overdosing your body with too many nutrients. You got people that's taking soursop, black seed oil, sea moss, turmeric, cayenne pepper, or they're taking multivitamins, daily vitamins. They're taking moringa. They're taking noni juice. They're taking all these things on a daily basis, not realizing they're overdosing their body. And micronutrient overnutrition causes high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, cancer, every disease known to man. Because your body is not designed to partake of all of these things at the same time. Okay, you're giving your body too much. Your body just needs the right amounts when it calls for it at every moment. Okay, so I tell people, once you get, especially the miracle pack, all the other herbs, vitamins you're taking, folks, you're not going to need them anymore. Okay, you're not going to need. Listen, I had a customer who had been on the moringa, I think, like 30 days. The miracle pack. She said, "Mr. Joe, it's not working." She said, "It's not working. I don't see any difference." And then we got to the root of the problem. I said, "What else are you taking?" "Oh, I'm taking sea moss. I'm taking this." She just named out several things she would take. I said, "Stop taking all those things and just focus on the miracle pack." Folks, she called me back in 30 days. She said, "Oh, this is the best stuff in the world." She said, oh, I see a major difference. Oh, she's telling everybody now what was happening. All those other things was overdosing her body and blocking things from happening. Listen, too much antioxidants can cause liver problems. Okay, so I'm trying to tell you, you're overdosing your body. You don't need all that. And plus, it can save you a ton of money. Lisa Baker said, "I can notice difference in my body in 2 weeks." You heard that, folks? She said in 2 weeks. And that's why I tell you, it just depends on the individual. We've seen people notice difference in 2 to 3 days, some 2 weeks, some a month, some 60 days. But within 90 days, oh, you can notice a change in your body for the better. Okay? Lisa, thank you for that testimony, Lisa. Okay. Uh-huh. See what else we have here. Okay, Lisa, yes, send that information. Uh-huh. Is it? It is good. Keep going. As Regina said, keep going. Mm-hmm. Autoimmune diseases. See, autoimmune diseases, especially lupus, your body's fighting against itself. God never designed your body to fight against itself. Okay? It should not be doing that. It's fighting against itself because it does not have the essential nutrients that it needs. Okay? This is one of the books I've written, Moringa Over Medicine. And when you're dealing with autoimmune diseases, your body's deficient in vitamin D, vitamin E, zinc, vitamin A, the vitamin B complex, vitamin C, magnesium, iron, omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidant, calcium. See, your body's deficient. Okay? So when the cell cries out for those things, they're not there in abundance. Okay? So autoimmune disease, as I stated, there's no such thing as an irreversible or incurable disease. There's only a nutritional deficient body. That's it. Okay? So give your body what it needs. Get the miracle pack. Uh-huh. The Curious One. Kate said moringa is the most important botanical in the world. Did you hear that, folks? The most, see, Kate knows this stuff. It's the most important. And Kate's been studying this stuff for years, folks. Longer than I have, really. It's the most important one in the world. Nothing compares with it. Yay, Zed. She's been using it for years. Okay. Mm-hmm. See, live, eat to live, not live to eat. There you go. Dark Lord, no, not generic. Don't want to deal with any generic stuff. Okay. Mm-hmm. Folks, listen, what I shared today is just the tip of the iceberg. Okay. Felicia, how long should I take Moringa? Felicia, I tell people, give it at least 90 days. Okay, that's the target mark. 90 days where you're going to begin to see major things. But let me tell you something. I've been taking Moringa now for over 8 years. And listen, I'm never going to stop. Okay? It's like this here. I don't care if you're driving a $1 million Rolls Royce. You got to put gas in it before the gas runs out. Otherwise, that $1 million Rolls Royce is just going to be sitting in your yard looking pretty. But it's not going to do anything as far as getting you from point A to point B. Okay? It must have the gas in it that it needs to, so you can drive it and go where it needs, where you need to go. Okay? So I take it along, I take it, you want to take it forever. The product, what do you suggest? Sheila, go with the Miracle Pack, which consists of the olive oil, the moringa powder or capsules, okay, whichever one you prefer, and the vitamin D3. Okay, the vitamin D3. There we go, folks. And let me tell you about this olive oil before we get off. See, this olive oil here, 1 spoon of this olive oil, you see this is equal to 30 spoons of regular olive oil you buy in the store. Folks, it's the most potent olive oil in the world. Now, this olive oil comes from, as I say, from Morocco, Africa, and it's good for cardiovascular disease, gut health, digestive issues, kidney, liver. It builds up the immune system, high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol. It fights off chronic inflammation, weight problems, fights off free radicals, and Alzheimer's and dementia. Okay, folks, you can't even buy this in the store. This is the real deal. Okay, but 1 spoon of this is equal to 30 spoons of olive oil you buy in the store. And then lastly, the vitamin D3. 7% of society is vitamin D deficient. Okay, and vitamin D is the most deficient vitamin in the human body. I mean, listen, and especially as African Americans, we are the most vitamin D deficient race on the planet. Now, I'm gonna show you how important vitamin D is. I'm gonna name out some of the sicknesses and diseases. I want you to see how many is as a result of a vitamin D deficient. Okay, this is the book. Asthma, vitamin D. Men, you're dealing with erectile dysfunction, vitamin D. Kidney disease, vitamin D. Liver disease, vitamin D. Epilepsy, vitamin D. Ulcerative colitis, vitamin D. You're dealing with digestive issues, vitamin D. Gout, vitamin D. Look at there. It just goes on. You've had a stroke. There was a vitamin D deficiency somewhere. You're dealing with arthritis, vitamin D. Diabetes, vitamin D. High cholesterol, vitamin D. Fatigue, vitamin D. Cardiovascular disease, vitamin D. Depression, vitamin D. You're dealing with headaches, vitamin D. Fibromyalgia, vitamin D. Hypothyroidism, vitamin D. Weight loss, vitamin D. Lupus, vitamin D. Cancer. See, folks, I'm trying to tell you. So many issues is as a result of a vitamin D deficiency. There you go. Okay. Hello, Brian. Oh, well, praise the Lord, Kate. Sheila, go to the website. Okay. And I'm going to send you the website, Sheila. Okay, like I said, it's also right here on the on my bio or my profile. Okay. But folks, go there, get what you need. Okay, go to the website. If you're on Facebook, you see it scrolling right across. Start with the Miracle Pack. Like I said, you can go with either the Moringa powder or capsule. We have also, just quickly, we have the Moringa tea, Moringa ginger lemon tea. That's what I was drinking. Oh, you're gonna love this. We have um, also the pain relief oil. Okay, there we go. We have the Moringa toothpaste. Look at that, folks. I'm telling you. See, we are the first exclusive Moringa store in America. Okay, we got the Moringa toothpaste. We have the Moringa hot chocolate. We have the Moringa energy bars. Okay, folks, this is all I eat as far as sweets is concerned. This is dark chocolate, but it's Moringa dark chocolate. Okay, so we got the energy bars. We have look at there, look here, the Moringa deodorant, folks. I'm telling you, this deodorant here is amazing. 24-hour protection. Listen, you will not come across a better deodorant. Listen, alcohol free, paraben free, aluminum free. I'm telling you, this stuff is amazing, amazing, and it lasts a long time. Of course, it lasts 24 hours, but this here, one person use it for, I'm telling you, it'll probably last you about a month and a half, if not 2 months. This stuff is amazing. So we got so many Moringa products, and don't forget the books. Okay, we got all kind of books, and listen, don't forget your Moringa cup. Okay, this is like five. This is 5-in-1. Okay, we got there. You see that? Where you keep your capsules in and stuff like that. You can keep your capsules there. Here, so you can keep your powder right there. There's the powder. Of course, I got some pumpkin seeds in here right now, but you can keep your powder there. It helps you to remember to take your products. Okay, and also there's a shaker in here that, you know, once you put the powder in your water, shake it up, it mix it up for you. And as long as this top is up here tight, and there's water in here now. Okay, listen, there's nothing spilling out of here, folks. Right now, these are on sale. Go on the website, get this. It will really help you to remember to take your product, and it's convenient. You can take it with you. Sheila, yeah, all that comes in the Miracle Pack. You'll see the Miracle Pack for one, that's for one person. Then you'll see what is called the premium, the Family Miracle Pack. That's for 2 people or 60 days. Then you'll see the 90-day Premium Miracle Pack. That's for 90 days. Okay, it's all on the website. Johnny, the Miracle Pack, digestive problem, it cleans your digestive issues, your digestive system. It gets to the gut. But remember, the root of everything is cellular. Okay, and the Moringa gives your body with. Collins, this we are in Goldsboro. We're at 1085 North Berkeley Boulevard in the beautiful city of Goldsboro. Okay, if you know where Demon's Hardware is, we're right in that same vicinity. But just put the address in, you know, in your the thing I can't remember right now that would direct you here. It'll bring you right here. Okay, GPS. There you go. In the GPS. Okay, and it'll bring you right here. But it's 1085 North Berkeley Boulevard, Goldsboro, North Carolina. Okay, we're open every day except for Wednesday and Sunday. Hours are 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay, all right. Look, God bless you. Any questions I didn't? Looney, we are. The Lord's willing, next year we're looking to open more stores. Okay, coming to an area near you. So keep us in prayer. Okay, keep us in prayer about that. Excuse me. Okay, any questions I didn't answer, I will answer. I will come back and answer later. Collins, I'm 60 years old. Texas is one of them. Okay, send us some areas where you want to store at. Okay, because like I said, next year, the Lord's willing, we're looking to really open up stores that will be just like this store here. And at some point, we're going to franchise as well. Okay, all right. So I'll begin in contact with some of you. Okay, well, God bless you, Maryland. Okay, Atlanta, Henderson, North Carolina. Okay, God bless you. Thank you very much. Listen, I'm your teacher and spiritual doctor of health and healing. Dexter L. Jones said, remember 3 John 2 says, beloved, I wish above all things that you would prosper and be in health, even as your soul prosper. Okay, we're going to get together. Okay, we're going to come up here together. We're going to teach the people some things about Moringa. And folks, you're in for a treat. Okay, all right. Love you, Kate. God bless you. Bye-bye. Diabetes also, Collins.